Hi, Hiram here. Just a little while ago, I got a comment from Rob Badcock, 1969, on my video in the old site called How I Carry Weber Lighter Cubes. These things. He had said, great idea. I watched this video months ago, but I forgot about it until now. Beeswax would be very nice. He says he's been vacuum sealing them, and so far they've kept for a year at least. So it reminded me of a little test that I had prepped up that I wanted to do, where I still, if you look back, I'll leave links down below for the other videos, but back on, what was it, October 18th of 2011 was when I did the revisiting Weber Cubes Revisited, and I showed this bag of Weber Cubes that I had dipped back on February 22nd. So now that makes these a little more than a year old. They've just been kept, dipped to February 22nd. They've been kept in this bag on the shelf. So I'm going to see what happens with these. So that makes this dipping a little over a year old. Also, back on October the 18th, I set one cube out up here on top of my little foot locker thing, my wall locker. I just took a Weber cube out and just let it set. Now this has been setting out since October 18th, 2011. So that makes this a little more than 6 months old. And we'll see what happens with this. This is an boy, is that light. This is an unprotected cube of the Weber lighter stuff. Now what had happened was, this all started back on January 16th of 2010. DrunknShooter sent me a message asking me if I had ever seen these or done any playing with it. He'd seen them and he suggested them to me. At the time, I was playing around with these WetFire lighter, or these WetFire fire starting tinder. And I did a little video where it seems like these are the same as these, except a whole lot more expensive. So I did myself out of a lucrative little sponsorship there. But this goes from way back then, thanks to DrunknShooter. Like I said, I'll put the links down below to the old videos. So what I want to do today is see if these will light. Like I said, this is 6 months plus old with no protection. Now when I first put this out, this weighed 6.8 grams or 0.24 ounces. I just weighed it a couple of minutes ago. Now it weighs 1.2 grams or 0.04 ounces. So it's definitely lost something. And like I said, it really feels like just a light little piece of styrofoam. So I'm curious to see if this will light. Let me pick one of these pieces out. Now let's do this piece. I don't know, it looks pretty much the same as what it did before. But this is where I've taken the Weber cubes and I've sealed them off in red wax, which it comes out looking kind of pale pink. Okay. So let's see here, to do the same thing. What I did before with this when it was 6 months old was I just cut it in half. Now it looks pretty much the same. This is the Weber cube. The darker stuff is the Weber cube, and the outside is just the wax. Now the red wax stained the Weber cube a little darker. I guess I'll have to cut this in half. Wow, it just shatters right apart. Okay. So let's see what happens here. I'm holding the I don't know. Sure stinks. It lights. No, it lights just a little bit, but doesn't take. Let me try that with the protected ones. Huh, cool. They light. This one lights right up. Okay, so they still work. Again, that's the Weber cubes that were protected with wax. Let's see what happens with my little torch here. Nope. I definitely think these things are dead. Okay, so cool. That was 6-month-old, a little more than 6-month-old cubes, unprotected, dead, won't light. These are the cubes that were protected with wax. They're over a year old, kept in a paper bag, which is not airtight at all. Probably I could have just left that set out on the shelf too. So, these things definitely do go bad. Always thought they did, but here I think I pretty much showed it. So, I look forward to seeing, I hope Rob Babcock will do a video of his putting them in vacuum bags. 5 mil mylar bags he puts them into it. I think that's a cool idea. Might try that. But wax does work, and it also adds a little bit of extra fuel to it. I thank DrunknShooter for originating this stuff way back in 2010, January. I thank you for watching. I look forward to your input, questions, remarks, helpful suggestions like this. And as always, watch for my buddy Max. Wow, they're really going. Well, anyway, bye now.
Know you've been a good friend, and that's in the thick and thin.